Hey, hi, how you doing? This is the Gamertron and welcome back to the Gamertron Show. So I have most recently been playing the Battleborn Open Beta, which I will have a review of when the thing is over. Wink wink nudge nudge, looking forward to that video. However, after playing the Battleborn Open Beta, I kinda wanted to make this statement to those who are cautious and critical of the game and of its developer especially. Gearbox Software, the past few years, has received a lot of flack for two video games that were critical and commercial flops. Duke Nukem Forever and Aliens Colonial Marines. Those two games really stained their record. And on top of that, Gearbox CEO Randy Pitchford has not been making a good name for himself online, making a lot of statements that are both bizarre, a tad hypocritical, amongst other unpleasant things. And a lot of people have lost faith in this developer, in this video game developer, Gearbox Software, for their two video game failures and their CEO not having the best of reputations. However, despite those things, despite those negatives, despite those flaws and failings with Gearbox, I would ask that you give them a chance, or a second chance, with Battleborn. If you loved Gearbox before Duke Nukem Forever, and before Aliens Colonial Marines, when they made Borderlands, Borderlands 2, and let's not forget they also made Brothers in Arms. You know, those old school tactical World War II first-person shooters that had really good cinematic stories? Yeah, a lot of people forget that Gearbox made Brothers in Arms. And how can we forget the awesome Borderlands games? The Borderlands games are some of my favorite games of all time. And quite frankly, Gearbox has a lot more good games under their belt than bad. But I know Duke Nukem and Aliens are both really big names, and making bad games about those two IPs, well, they left a pretty hefty mark. But I would ask that you not overlook Gearbox's triumphs because of a couple failures. Give Battleborn a chance, because after playing the open beta and getting a taste and a sneak peek at the content to come, in my personal opinion, you will be missing out if you skip Battleborn by not giving Gearbox a second chance. Look, name me one video game developer that has ever made a video game without flaws or have done something distasteful in their entire video game creating existence. Gearbox fucked up. They fucked up with Duke Nukem and Aliens Colonial Marines, but I promise you, that is not the case with Battleborn. After playing the open beta, I have zero doubts that this game will be nothing less than a blast to play, whether it be solo or with friends. Minor spoilers from a beta review. However, besides that, that's not the point. Give Gearbox another chance. It is so rare to get a new video game IP these days. It's so rare to get a new franchise, a new name with new characters, new worlds, new gameplay in a sense. Supporting Battleborn is supporting new IPs. And we need to support new IPs because, guys, I am so tired of getting a Call of Duty game every year, an Assassin's Creed game every year, a Resident Evil game every year. Just another game from the same franchise every year. I'm not saying sequels or remakes or spin-offs need to stop. No, keep going, please. But let's mix it up. Let's bring in some new blood, some fresh meat. And Battleborn is that. I mean, hats off to Gearbox. Hats off to them. Look what they're doing. They are taking an enormous risk with Battleborn, a simply gigantic risk. There is the chance, the possibility this game could flop for the simple fact that's a new IP. They could have easily spent the development time and the money into creating a new Borderlands games, or maybe returning to the Brothers in Arms franchise, or making a sequel or remake to some other established franchise under their belt. But no, they're making a new IP. They're doing something new. They created something from scratch. These characters, these worlds, these environments, these graphics, the writing, the gameplay, the structure, the content, it's all new. Gamers have been demanding something new and innovative from their video games. Well, here's a new and innovative video game with new first-person shooting gameplay, with new mechanics and ideas. Also, on top of all that, Battleborn is one of the best games for your money. There's so much value in this game. There are 25 different playable characters, all of which you can level up and unlock different things for, including skins and emotes. There's going to be 8, count 'em 8, campaign story missions which can be played solo or online co-op, all of which can be replayed at multiple difficulties with a variety of modifiers, and each of the missions taking upwards to an hour to complete. And then we have the MOBA-like multiplayer, which emphasizes teamwork, skill, and a bunch of other things. It's going to have a lot of maps as well, from what I understand. Quite a few game modes. I mean, Gearbox has invested a lot into this new IP. They've put in a lot of content, a lot of work. And they didn't need to. They could have easily thrown all this money and effort into an established franchise and IP, but no, they decided to take a risk with something new. To branch out and say, hey, we can be known for other things besides just these 1 or 2 games. And I appreciate that. I appreciate that greatly. Now understand, I'm not trying to be a walk and talk and advertisement for this game. I'm not telling you to buy it. I would recommend the game, and that's all I'm doing here. I'm recommending the game. I'm recommending that you give this a shot. I'm recommending that you give Gearbox a second chance if you've doubted them or lost faith in them. Because what they're doing with Battleborn is pretty admirable. I'm not telling you to go buy the game. I'm not saying Battleborn is going to be a perfect, revolutionary video game. But from what I've played of the open beta, I know for a fact that there are a great many gamers who will enjoy this style of game. And some of those gamers maybe lost faith in Gearbox due to their previous 2 failures and the shenanigans of the CEO. All I'm asking, all I'm requesting is that you give Battleborn a chance and you give Gearbox another chance. Just give the game a chance, give the company a chance, give the people behind the game a chance. I mean, if you're worried about false advertisement for this game like with Duke Nukem and Aliens Colonial Marines, I can guarantee you nothing about Battleborn has been falsely advertised. Everything they have shown you from when the game was first revealed to now has been legitimate, honest, and representative of the final product. But that's all just my opinion and perspective, and this has been a video. Please leave a comment. What are your thoughts, feelings, and opinions on the topic of this video? I love reading comments. I get nearly enough comments. Please leave a comment. If you like this video in any way, shape, or form, please hit the like button. Hitting the like button helps you, helps me, helps everybody involved with the video if you hit the like button. If you want to help the video out and support me, then please share the video on social media, Twitter, and Facebook. And if you want to support me directly, then consider pledging and becoming a patron on my Patreon. Anyways, guys, that's been a video, and I will see you all later.